Jamal Musiala betrayed an entire country. Kylian Mbappe almost started a family civil war. Erling Haaland missed the chance to create the deadliest attack in international football. These are the 10 players who betrayed their countries, and wait till you see how Musiala betrayed England. But first up, Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe can do everything, and he has proved it at the highest stages of the game. He clinched his first World Cup as a teenager. Meanwhile, I was playing Fortnite in my bedroom. Just after making waves with Monaco in 2016, Mbappe became one of the most hyped wonder kids globally, with 3 countries literally fighting to have him. Mbappe's dad, Wilfred Mbappe, is from Cameroon, and his mom, Faiza Lamari, is from Algeria. But Mbappe himself was born in France. So he faced a super tough decision because all 3 countries were desperate to have him on their national team. In the end, Mbappe had to make his choice. But before you jump to conclusions, here's what his dad said. "I wanted my son to play for the Cameroon national team, but the Football Federation charged a certain amount of money that I didn't have." That's straight from Kylian's dad. Because of that, Mbappe decided to play for France instead. And look at the outcomes. He is the winner of 1 World Cup, 1 Golden Boot, and a Nations League trophy. Mbappe's rival, Erling Haaland, missed the chance to create the deadliest attack in international football. This guy is a total beast. He's just 23 and already bagged the Champions League, Premier League, and broke the record for the most goals in a year for Norway. Haaland's stats are insane. 50 goals in 60 games in 2023. Even though both his parents are from Norway, Haaland was born in England, while his dad played for Leeds in 2000. This made him eligible to play for England, but guess what? Haaland went with Norway. His reason? He lived in Norway for such a long time, so then it was natural for him to choose Norway. Imagine Haaland, Kane, and Saka with Bellingham behind them in the midfield tearing it up in the same England team. Defenders wouldn't know what hit them. Choosing Norway makes complete sense, though. I will make a video on 10 footballers who look like each other. If this video gets 1,000 likes. Talking of Saka, 2 countries fought for the Arsenal winger. His parents are from Nigeria, and they moved to London in the 90s, and Saka was born there in 2001. He has been a talent forever and repped England at all youth levels. But then came decision time on which national team to roll with. Easy, right? Born in England, play for England. But nope, it got complicated. Nigeria wanted him at all costs. They even sent officials to convince him, and England fought back. They weren't letting Saka slip away. Gareth Southgate was about to call him up for the England side, and that news was it. Game over. Saka chose England over Nigeria. Okay, Jamal Musiala's story hits like an ultimate betrayal. Musiala's dad is a Nigerian who moved to Germany and married his mom. Then Musiala was born in Stuttgart, but when he was just 7, they moved off to England, and Musiala joined the Chelsea Academy to level up his skills. Pretty much as soon as he started playing, the national youth team coaches saw Musiala's talent on the field and called him up. He started kicking the ball with Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden in the England under-17s. Everyone had their money on Musiala being the next big thing for England. But then in 2021, just before the Euros kicked off, Musiala shocked everyone and decided to switch his nations. He chose Germany because, he was born there and it just felt right to him. Lionel Messi could have settled the whole GOAT debate in 2010 if he made a different choice. Back in the early 2000s, when he was just starting out, Messi was already wowing everyone with his crazy talent. People were buzzing about where he'd play internationally. Barca drafted his first contract, and they wanted him to stick around in Spain forever. They even pushed the Spanish FA to get Messi on their national team. But Argentina noticed Spain's plans to hijack Messi, and they set up 2 under-20 friendlies against Paraguay and Uruguay just so Messi could debut. After scoring 3 goals in those games, he moved up to the senior team. Messi himself said picking Argentina was a no-brainer. But what if Messi joined that epic Spanish team that won the Euros in 2008 and 2012 and the World Cup in 2010? He could have squared off against Ronaldo early on. Messi stuck with Argentina because he loves his home country. But Pepe took a different route for the same reason. In international football, Pepe's like a main man for the Portuguese defense, and he's still killing it even at 40. But he's not even from Portugal, well, technically. He was born in Brazil and only moved to Portugal when he was 18 for a trial at the Marítimo Funchal Football Club. But he saw how awesome the people in Portugal are and fell in love with the place. Because of that love, Pepe switched to Portugal in 2007. He's been on a roll ever since, winning the Euros and the Nations League, and even smashing records, like becoming the oldest player to score in the World Cup with a banging header against Switzerland in Qatar. Pepe dropped Brazil for the love he found on the other side. Whereas Diego Costa has one of the most controversial stories ever. Born in Brazil, he was all set to rock the national team. After an awesome season at Atletico Madrid in 2012, Costa was called up for Brazil's friendlies against Italy and Russia. Brazil was counting on him as the main man for the World Cup on their home turf. But in December of that year, Costa hit everyone with a bombshell. He got Spanish citizenship and declared publicly that he wanted to play for Spain. Brazil's coach, Luis Felipe Scolari, was furious. Scolari publicly slammed Costa, kicked him out of Brazil's squad. But Costa's wish came true as he became a Spanish player. However, the 2014 World Cup wasn't smooth for him. He was booed in every game, scored 0 goals, and there were even rumors about angry Brazilians attacking Costa and wanting him dead. Not every player switching their countries has it easy. On the other hand, Alphonso Davies' case is different. Davies is the captain of the Canadian national team, but he was born in Ghana. His parents are from Liberia, but they had to flee during a civil war and ended up in Ghana. Life there wasn't easy. Davies even mentioned they had to carry guns for safety. Then they moved to Canada, where Davies kicked off his football journey. He was signed by the Vancouver Whitecaps, and he later joined Bayern Munich. Davies debuted for Canada at just 16, making him the youngest ever. Interestingly, Ghana tried to convince him when they heard about his Bayern move, but he stuck with Canada, the country that saved his life and gave him a shot at a career. Davies' former teammate and one of the best strikers in the world, Lewandowski, was born in Poland, but he spent his youth in Germany. He also played for Germany's youth teams before switching to Poland in 2008. Lewa said that he made the decision because he felt a stronger connection to Poland and that he wanted to play for the country of his birth. Talking of great strikers, Karim Benzema also makes the list. His grandparents are from Algeria, and he has said that he would have considered playing for the Desert Foxes if he hadn't been called up by France. His world-class goal-scoring talent would have been a game-changer for the Algerian attack. Imagine Riyad Mahrez and Benzema in the same team. That would be something. Many other players fit the bill, like Serge Gnabry, Raheem Sterling, David Alaba, Memphis Depay, but I will cover those some other day. What are your predictions of 2024? Will Arsenal win the Premier League? Will Barcelona finally win the Champions League? Who will win the Euros? And will Jude Bellingham win the Ballon d'Or? Let me know in the comments below. Also suggest some video ideas. Wishing you a year filled with laughter. Happy New Year. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye.